The Quran's description of the water cycle is remarkably accurate and is cited as one of its scientific miracles. It presents a coherent and precise narrative that aligns with modern hydrology, using poetic and powerful language. The Quran does not describe it in a single, technical verse but paints a complete picture across several revelations. Here is a breakdown of what the Quran says, correlated with the modern scientific steps. The Quranic description of the hydrological cycle. 1. The primary source: evaporation from seas and oceans. The Quran correctly identifies that the water vapor for rain comes from the seas, not from fresh water sources. And it is He who sends the winds as good tidings before His mercy, rain, and we send down from the sky pure water, that we may give life thereby to a dead land and give it as drink to among that which we have created of livestock and men. Quran 25, 48-49. The winds are the first step, moving over the oceans and carrying water vapor. The source of this water vapor is implied to be the vast bodies of water. 2. The formation of clouds, the wind's role and condensation. The winds don't just carry vapor, they also push and assemble the clouds. It is Allah who sends the winds, and they stir the clouds and spread them in the sky however He wills, and He makes them fragments so you see the rain emerge from within them. And when He causes it to fall upon whom He wills of His servants, immediately they rejoice. Quran 30, 48. This verse describes key meteorological processes: stir the clouds and spread them, the winds cause clouds to form and disperse. He makes them fragments. This can refer to the coalescence of small cloud droplets into larger raindrops, which then become heavy enough to fall and become visible. 3. Precipitation, rain. Falling from the sky in measured amounts. The Quran repeatedly uses the phrase, "We send down water from the sky." This sending down is a precise description of precipitation. And we have sent down rain from the sky in a measured amount, and we settle it in the earth. And indeed, we are able to take it away. Quran 23, 18. Two critical scientific points are made here. In a measured amount, the total amount of water on earth is constant. The cycle recycles a fixed, measured quantity of water. We settle it in the earth. This refers to infiltration, where water soaks into the ground. 4. Infiltration, aquifers, and springs. The water that settles in the earth doesn't just vanish. It forms groundwater and re-emerges through springs. Have you not seen that Allah sends down rain from the sky, and we produce thereby fruits of varying colors? And in the mountains are tracts, white and red of varying shades and, some, extremely black. And among people and moving creatures and grazing livestock are various colors similarly. Only those fear Allah among His servants who have knowledge. Indeed, Allah is exalted in might and forgiving. Quran 35, 27-28. The mention of mountains is significant. Modern hydrology confirms that mountains play a crucial role in the water cycle by forcing air to rise, causing rain, and by storing water in the form of snow and ice, which melts and feeds springs and rivers. A more direct verse about the journey of water in the ground is found in the chapter itself named, The Criterion, Al-Furqan. And it is He who sends the winds as good tidings before His mercy, and we send down from the sky pure water, that we may give life thereby to a dead land and give it as drink to among that which we have created of livestock and men. And we have certainly distributed it among them so they may remember, but most of the people refuse except disbelief. Quran 25, 48-50. The distributing it among them can refer to the water seeping through different layers of soil and rock, creating underground channels and aquifers. 5. The completion of the cycle, revival of the land. The ultimate purpose of the cycle, as stated in the Quran, is to sustain life. And a sign for them is the dead earth. We have brought it to life and brought forth from it grain, and from it they eat. Quran 36:33. This completes the cycle. Evaporation, right pointing arrow; cloud formation, right pointing arrow; precipitation, right pointing arrow; infiltration, right pointing arrow; storage and spring emergence, right pointing arrow; revival of life. Summary in a modern context. Modern hydrological step. Quranic description: evaporation, winds sent as good tidings before the rain. Condensation, winds that stir the clouds and spread them. Precipitation, sending down water from the sky. Measured system, rain sent down in a measured amount. Infiltration and amp, groundwater, water that settles in the earth. Springs and amp, revival, bringing life to a dead land. To conclude, the Quran's description of the water cycle is not just a passing mention but a coherent, scientifically accurate process described across multiple verses. It correctly identifies the role of the wind in evaporation and cloud formation, the measured nature of precipitation, the infiltration of water into the ground, and its ultimate purpose in sustaining all life. For a 7th century desert society, this knowledge was beyond human observation and measurement. The accuracy is seen by Muslims as a clear sign of the Quran's divine origin, revealing knowledge that would only be confirmed by science over 1,000 years later.